She wants fresh eggs, but he says, no way am I going to have chickens in my backyard. But this is the YBAngry channel, where we show couples how to stay together one issue at a time by playing the YBAngry game to settle most any disagreement with the one they love in just minutes. No fuss, no drama. It's just a game. This week's episode, should we get chickens? My name is Rod Jeter, and here we go. Today the issue is going to be,
should we get chickens?
Should we get chickens? All right. There's a list of recorded issues at the bottom of the description. The video that you or someone you know needs to see might already be there. Why be angry? Who's going to be player A and who's going to be player B for the entire game?
Ladies first?
I'll be A.
Okay.
Both players will use the This One detail cards to write down all the details to support their position on this issue. Only fill in sections 1, 2, and 3. Use as many cards as needed.
Frustrated. And I don't understand some of the things you do. I can't comprehend. I'll tell you the truth. I'm trying hard as I can. I'm so confused why we keep arguing.
It is not cost effective, and it's a relevance of 10 in order for us not to get chickens.
What you're saying to me is we're going to spend more having chickens than we are just buying eggs.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
That is or is not true?
Depends on how long we have the chickens for.
No talking.
This detail is negotiable. This detail is true.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how relevant is that?
I think
detail?
It's a 3. I said more cost up front, but a better life value.
So what you're saying to me is that you think it's a better life to have fresh eggs.
Is that right?
Is that right? So what you're saying to me is that spending a couple grand right now when we're saving up for a baby just so we can have fresh eggs is intelligent, or what you think is smart when eggs cost us about $5 a month? I don't
And then
understand
I
that.
debate that.
This
I
is a discussion
respond.
and debate. Yeah.
Okay. It's not thousands of dollars, first of all.
To build a chicken coop
Yes.
that Shy can't get into is not going to be cheap. I promise you that.
I also think that Shy will not mess with the chickens if they're in a coop. It's a good learning exposure for her too. She doesn't, she'll defend her territory, but generally she's not going to break into a coop to get the chickens. And there's going to be more of them than her. So it's kind of like a herd thing. Like, there's German shepherds that really don't mess with the chickens either. It's just farming.
I think we're talking about other topics right now. So sorry. We're supposed to stay on the cost effectiveness.
Yes, so it's not going to cost thousands of dollars. And no, it doesn't need to be done before the baby. But after the baby, like, these are just my envisionments for what our property looks like. And our property has chickens.
It has chickens and an Airbnb and a wedding venue.
It's a
How does
very
that make
aesthetic.
sense?
It's a welcoming thing because it is Tucson in the Wild West, that having somewhat of a small livestock in the city is intriguing. People pay 25 cents for a cup so that way they could feed ducks, so that way they could feed chickens. Like, we could be paying anyone to do our chores for us. That's how much they like it. And I think that when you have an Airbnb, to leave them with fresh chicken eggs or to offer them as like, I don't know, like an Airbnb almost. It's really cute. And I think a lot of people would appreciate like the farm to table style kind of thing, that they go out in the morning and, oh, there's my eggs and my coffee's in here and there's a little hot table, whatever. Just as a fellow backpacker.
Okay, so I guess what I'm hearing is you agree that it's not something we need to spend money on right now.
Exactly.
So we should be saving money for the baby.
Yes, and I'm not even
So
allowed
that's
to
good.
throw the kitty litter away, so I can't be putting on more chores for me. But
You're getting to my other cards again.
oh, sorry.
It's okay to do that if it's part of.
Oh,
the
is it
conversation.
during the discussion?
Yeah.
Well, we're basically talking about all three of my cards at once. We should be getting less chores, and right now, it's a chore to have people come over and cat sit for us if we're gone for 4 days.
Yeah.
Well,
It's hard for to get people to. Oh, okay.
I don't mean
Sorry.
talk about it. I'm saying
But if
you
it
just
comes up,
responding,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can just
okay.
say
Yeah.
something about it.
Yeah.
So as far as financially, we are in agreement that doing it right now is not a good idea, but it is still an envisioned important thing in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You guys done?
I think so. I don't.
Are you done, Vanessa?
Yes, I feel better because the answer isn't no forever. It's just right now.
I feel better because we agreed not to do it during baby saving time.
Was there progress with this one detail? You both have to agree yes or no.
I think yes. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
The next step is, was there enough progress to win the game? Meaning, if you guys have come to an agreement, the game's over. You still get to tell each other what you wrote, but you don't have to work through the part.
What do you think, my love? Did we win?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we just delaying it till later? I'm definitely willing to play again after the baby's born and like 2 years oldish.
I'm willing to play again.
Later or now? What do you mean?
Well,
Like keep playing?
no.
So do you think we won the game because we're both willing to rehab the conversation in 2 or 3 years?
Yes, we can
Okay.
reassess.
From my limited knowledge, children are very difficult until they're about 2 years old. And then it gets a little bit easier. And we're going to have our hands full with 3 babies.
Yeah, well, we
So
have
that's why
2
I'm-
very capable individuals who would probably be more than willing to help out. Even with said chickens. Imagine.
No. Okay, so we are going to agree to wait 2 years
3
from now.
years. Yeah.
No, we can just do 2.
Okay.
We can just say 2 and agree to that, and we'll play the game again. All right. We won.
Zach, you swore you wasn't gonna win. You guys weren't gonna win this one. So let me ask you, how long has this been an issue?
Since we bought the house.
So 2 years.
And even before then, because my
But
neighbor
she
at our
did want it
previous
at her old
house had a chicken coop in her backyard, but she never used it as that. So the feral cats took it over, and she would just feed these feral cats. But I knew that was intended for a coop, so it was always kind of frustrating. And I grew up with chickens and livestock of some sort all my life. So.
Okay.
So we've had the issue probably about 4 years.
Okay. And so why do you think you settled it today, Zach? And I'm asking you because you said you just knew you guys were not going to settle this one.
Well, we talk about it once a week or every other week or once a month. So I think we're at least on the same page now for a couple years.
So what about the game helped you get on the same page? I mean, you've been talking about it, and right now the recorder's at 25 minutes. You guys have been talking about it all this time. In 25 minutes, you settled it, and you don't have to talk about it no more for another 2 years. So what about the game helped you come to that?
I think just really understanding where each other's coming from a little bit better. I don't know. What do you think?
It does. It helps clarify the level of priority.
Able to see it from the other person's eyes when they're repeating it and saying, so what you're saying is that right? I thought that was helpful.
Okay. I thought that the game helped us get to this conclusion because it isolated the details, like really refining your details of why this is important, and then like numbering the level of priority.
Okay. All right. Well, good enough. And I think that is it. Anything else?
Well, let's go through the rest of them.
Oh, yeah. Good. So here,
Okay.
you just tell each other what you...
Okay, so they will make me very happy. It's 9.9.
Importance of 9.9. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I also would make that a 9.9 to keep my wife happy. This one was family travels too often and caretaking for a cat is difficult. Chickens is going to be impossible, but a lot more difficult.
Oh, really?
And I had that at 9.
Okay.
The reduction of fake hormone ingestion, and I put that as a 8 for all of us.
Okay.
And what?
We should stop eating McDonald's.
Well, we are. You're
I
not
know,
supposed to.
I know we're not right now, obviously, of course.
We should stop
Well.
with
I just was joking and said, well, we should stop going to McDonald's before we worry about chickens. Eggs
Well,
aren't
it's so
that bad
true.
for you.
It's a regular basis. And when we
McDonald's is
eat
horrible
eggs
for you.
at home, we eat like 8 eggs in one sitting. We don't go to McDonald's and eat 8 Big Macs in one sitting.
Okay.
The livestock chores for the kids helps with maturity.
Oh, that's cute.
7.
I mean, we've seen a lot of improvement lately on chores, so it's
The
been
chicken
much better.
coop is not expensive.
So you said?
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Okay. All right.
So there's gonna be thousands of dollars. And
Yeah,
then
it's gonna
on
be
a
a
rough day, it'd be like a total of
$1,700 at
Four.
the cheapest. So at $5 a month, you know,
that's what it would cost to keep them
it's
alive.
only 35
basically.
years till we get an
feed.
ROI. It's
It's
brilliant.
feed. It's one time that
Wasn't that easy? All they had to do was play. Don't miss out next week. She has been fighting with him for more than 10 years trying to get him to move back home. Don't forget to look at the list in the description. My name is Rod Jeter. Until next week, why be angry? Just play.
YBAngry.